The United States has turned up the heat on Iran's allies in Iraq. Washington has officially blamed 4 powerful Iran-backed militia as terrorist organizations. Let me tell you, these 4 groups include Harakat al-Nujaba, Kata'ib Sayyid al-Shuhada, Harakat Ansar Allah al-Awfiya, and Kata'ib al-Imam. Now, this isn't the very first time when their names have come up. They were already under US sanctions as global terrorists. But today's move take it a step further, giving Washington sharper legal and financial tool to target them. Now, this matters because these militias aren't just small underground outfits that we are talking about. They are heavily armed, well-funded, and deeply injected in Iraq's political and security landscape. Many of them trace their roots in the fighting against ISIS when they were praised for protecting Iraq. But over the time, they became something else. Something else? Maybe the instruments of Iranian influence. The US says that these groups have been attacking American soldiers and bases in Iraq and Syria. Sometimes they use rockets, other times drones. Often, they don't even claim responsibility directly. Instead, they hide behind fake names or maybe smaller proxy groups. But here, Washington insists the evidence is clear that Iran is pulling the string here. And yes, this isn't really new. Over the years, these militias, they have been accused of storming the United States Embassy in Baghdad, targeting oil facilities and destabilizing Iraq's fragile politics. Critics say that they operate like shadow army, loyal more to Tehran than to Baghdad. Now, by designating them as terrorist organization, the US has effectively cut them off from any financial network tied to the West. It also sends a political message that Washington wants the world to see Iran not just as a regional power but as the world's biggest state sponsor of terrorism. But here's the twist. Iraq's government still relies on some of these groups for security, which makes the situation extremely complicated. On one side, the US is trying to weaken Iran's influence. On the other side, Iran's backed militia are deeply woven into Iraq's power structure. So, this particular decision could raise tensions not just between Washington and Tehran, but also inside Baghdad. So, the bottom line of this is that US is drawing a clear red line. It is telling Iran and its allies that attacks on American forces will not go unanswered. But the bigger question remains this: can Washington really weaken its militia without pushing Iraq further into Iran's arms? Well, only time will tell.